Firefighting Darumato. What the fuck is this? 2 Beast Warrior, Wing Beast, or Wing Beast. Okay. Gains 100 attack for each one of that on the field. Once per turn, you can target one spell trap in each player's field, destroy them. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can target one of your Beast Warrior or Wing Beast that is banished or is in your graveyard, add it to your hand. I'm not seeing an application for this card. Aren't Zodiac Beast Warrior? If they are, I guess you could use it there if you really want. It seems very not like a good idea, but if it finds a good place, so be it. Let's see. Great Fly. Okay, so we're finally getting the wind version of Mrs. Radiant, which is nice. So we should have all of the attribute link monsters by Cybernetic Horizon, which I believe that's when we're gonna get the light and the dark, which is probably like the most anticipated ones. Although Mrs. Radiant was a great one to start off with, especially given that scapegoats are Earth and like there's a lot of really good Earth archetypes. I think Mrs. was probably the best one to start off with, although it would have been nice to have all of these be in Code of the Duelist like 6 months ago, or 8 months ago by now. But, you know, whatever, it is what it is. Cyber Cyclone, some more cyber support. Target one link monster your opponent controls, banish one monster from your graveyard with the same link rating as that monster. If you do, destroy that monster. Then, if you banish a monster whose original type is a Cybers, you can destroy one face-up card in your opponent's spawn trap card zone. Okay, I mean, I can see application. It's not the easiest card to play. But if you're on a very link-heavy deck, I guess you could play this. Although link-heavy decks, like a World Chalice, can't really afford to waste bricky cards. They don't have the space to run bricky cards like this, because unless you had that link monster in your graveyard, this is very irrelevant. Plus, if you're playing World Chalice, you should just be negating everything with Gamma Seal or Trigate Wizard, and bouncing shit up left and right with Firewall. So you really shouldn't need this card, but it's there if you want to play it. Stop showing me the Trickstar support, it's so bad. Damn it. Okay, let's get this over with. Light Arena. This I would play at 1. Just because we don't have Caribbean or Foxy Witch, or else I would be playing this shit at like 2, maybe 3. Basically, you can target a Trickstar monster. If you link summon the Trickstar monster, you can target one Trickstar monster in your graveyard that was used as a material for the link summon. And special summon in defense position was effect negated. Effects negated is so irrelevant. But basically, you can combo off this with Nightshade. Use link summon Trickstar Bloom. You don't activate Trickstar Nightshade's effect in the graveyard, because if you activate that, it'll be banished when it leaves the field. You activate Light Arena instead, special summon it, link the Holly Angel, then you activate Nightshade and special summon it to arrow that that Holly Angel points to. Then you tag out with Lycoris and special summon Lycoris to the other link zone. So your opponent's gonna take 400 damage for that, and you end your board with Holly Angel and a Lycoris and whatever back row you have in your hand, which is pretty good. But that's the best application I can think about it, because there's no other link monster that I would want to make. There's no other link monster that I would feel the need to make. Oh, the Trickstar, man. Trickstar Bouquet is actually a really cool card, though, I'm not gonna lie. Target one Trickstar monster you control and one face-up monster on the field. Return that Trickstar monster to the hand, and if you do, that other monster gains attack equal to the return monster's original attack. So what you can do is punch with Lycoris, activate this card, return Lycoris to hand, attack with whatever other Trickstar card you have, then activate Lycoris in hand again, special summon that bitch, return the other Trickstar monster to hand, and then attack with Lycoris again. So this is a really, really cool card. I definitely recommend playing at least 2 of this in your Trickstar builds, maybe 3. 3 can be a bit much, I'm not gonna lie, but it definitely has a lot of really good competitive applications in my opinion. So I'm really excited for this card. I just really wish we would have had the other support as well. What else we got? Goki face turn. Target a Goki you control and one Goki monster in your graveyard. Destroy that card on the field, and if you do special summon the Goki from your graveyard, you can only activate one. Okay, card once per turn. I guess it has some application like mid to late game. You can destroy your Goki, special summon the other Goki, search Goki rematch, activate rematch, special summon 3, link away into a Great Ogre, I guess. Great Ogre is a pretty good card, I'm not gonna lie. For the Gokis anyway. So I guess there's that. World Legacy's Corruption. Once per turn, if a face-up link monster you control is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can special summon one World Legacy monster from your hand or deck in defense position. You can only control one. You can only control one World Legacy end. Again, another bricky card I wouldn't recommend playing in your World Chalice, but I don't know. Okay, I believe it said it was an ultra rare. So target one monster in your graveyard, special summon to a zone of link monster points to. Okay, that's a pretty generic support. I like it. This is good. You could probably even play this in, I don't know, you could definitely play this in like a Light Sworn, right? You make Curious, activate this, special summon something in Curious 4 just to apply more damage. It can be in attack mode, so there's that. Okay, World Legacy Nightmare. Field spell. You take no battle damage from attacks involving co-linked monsters. Okay. Once per turn, you can activate one of these effects. Move one Nightmare monster you control to another of your main monster zones. Switch location of 2 Nightmare monsters in your main monster zone. Looking pretty irrelevant because it doesn't really do that much. Palace of the Elemental Lords. Yeah, this is the Elemental Saber, Elemental Lord field spell. You're definitely going to want to run 3 of this if you are planning on running it. I'm playing the deck, I mean. It's a great card, great artwork, but it definitely needs to be played at 3 at least. Damn, this video is long. We got Restoration of the Monarchs. Oh, cool. Monarch support. Activate by targeting one monster in your graveyard at 2400. The Monarch stats. Special summon in defense position, but it has its effects negated. Also equip this card to equip it with this card. When this card leaves the field, destroy the equipped monster. The equipped monster is treated as 2 tributes for a tribute summon. You can only activate 1 second coming of the Monarchs per turn. Okay, so is it Restoration or Second Coming? Second Coming just sounds much cooler, so I really hope it is. I'm not sure. Like, with Monarchs brick enough. This is a great card, don't get me wrong, but I think the deck bricks enough to where you would only be running, if you want to run this, you play it at 1 or 2. Definitely not a 3 of. Definitely not a 3 of. So yeah, unless you want to run like a 60 card Monarchs. So you can special summon whatever Monarch you is in the graveyard. Tribute it. That sounds really bad. Sekka's Light is only a rare. That's ridiculous, man. Because Sekka's Light is getting really, really hyped. It's a great card. It's a pot of greed, basically. If you have no spells and traps in your graveyard, draw 2 cards. Shit, alright. And after this duel, you can only activate Sekka's Light. No spell or traps except Sekka's Light. You can banish this card from your graveyard, reveal 1 monster in your hand, and shuffle into the deck, then draw 1 card. Like, this card is just a plus. Like, it has no downside, except for the fact that you can't have spells or traps. So you definitely, I mean, like, super heavy samurai take advantage of this. You probably could play this in some Light Sworn variants, potentially, because it is very free. Like, you can't run your Treasure of Light Brigades and things like that, but it is very free to just draw 2 cards. It's a pot of greed, damn it. It's a pot of greed. Oh, man. That's a great card, man. I can't believe it's a rare. It should definitely have been higher rarity. I'm not complaining, though. Okay, Link Bounce, super rare. Target one monster you control in your graveyard. Turn to the extra deck, and if you do, draw cards equal to its link rating. Okay, then place card in your hand. Any order equal to the ones you drew. Okay. That's a really, really shitty Skull Dread effect, because you don't get a +1. Staring Contest. You special summon a monster to the extra monster zone, except during a damage step you can target one monster in your opponent's main monster zone, move that opponent's monster to a main monster zone in the same column as your opponent in the extra monster zone. When your opponent special summons a monster to the extra monster zone, you can target one monster in your main monster zone, move that target to... Okay. This seems like shit. It's just a shitty card, man. Called by the Grave, of course. Definitely a great card to have. Monster Reborn. This artwork looks so good. God damn it. It looks so good. The card is very okay. But the artwork is just so amazing. I definitely need like a playset or something just because the artwork is so good. And it's a common, so there's that. Limit Code. If you have Cyber's Link monster in your graveyard, place one counter on this card for each of those monsters, and if you do special summon one code talker monster from your extra deck, equip this card to it. Cool. When this card leaves the field, destroy the equipped monster. Once per turn during your end phase, remove one counter from this card, but if you do, destroy this card. But if you cannot, destroy this card. Okay. Activate one per duel. These Cybers, man. Support is so bad. Okay. This card is getting a lot of freaking hype, and I definitely understand why. When your opponent activates a trap card, negate the activation. If you do, set that card face down. Then your opponent can set one trap, directly from their deck. For the rest of the turn, after this card resolves, your opponent cannot activate trap cards. You can activate this card from your hand by paying half your life points. Damn, Konami's made a lot of half my life points cards lately. We got that Time Lord, we got Destrudo, we got this shit. Okay, so basically you don't have to worry about traps ever with this card. Super rare. I probably won't be running this, but it's not that bad against like a Trickstar deck, I guess. You get Reincarnation, you can just negate the activation, but we will be able to set another Reincarnation, so next turn you're getting wrecked. But yeah, so there's that. Gorgon's End. Okay, this is the other Tendangle support card, which is actually pretty cool. I like it. Target one Tendangle monster, Link monster you control, equip this card to it. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Also, your opponent can't target it. So that's crazy protection. And once per turn, if there's a Link monster in every zone the equipped monster points to, which is 2, I believe Cerberus points to. Wait, in every zone the equipped monster points to. Oh man, okay, wait. I thought it was like you control, because like Cerberus I think is down left, down right, and then up. Oh man, that sucks. Okay, I thought this card was good when I read it earlier, but like you can destroy that many of your opponent's monsters as possible. Then if all of them were destroyed, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of that monster that was equipped with this card. That's gonna be 3,000 damage your opponent would be taking. I mean, I still would run this card in Tendangle just because you get to protect your Cerberus. So there's that. Alright, let's see what's next, guys. We got Altergeist, Emulatif. Sounds very French. Okay. Special summon this card as an effect monster. Cool. 1400 attack, 1800 defense. Level 4. If summoned this way, other Altergeist traps you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. Also, not a player can target them with card effects. That's really good. I mean, Altergeist looking pretty good, honestly. I was facing an Altergeist player earlier today, and they really shut me down. I mean, I was playing my Trickstars, testing them out, new build I was working on, and this deck completely shut me down. Nothing I could do about it. and this just gives it even more protection, so that's pretty good. Not bad at all. What is that? Where was it? It's a common, so okay, that's good. I know the ultras are getting kind of a little bit pricey, around the $5, maybe $8 range. The older ultra rares, World Legacy Awakens, normal trap card. What is this? Immediately after this card resolves, link summon one link monster using monsters you control as materials. Okay, so basically just letting you like link summon on your opponent's turn. I guess there's no real reason why you wouldn't link summon just on your turn. So I'm not really seeing a real application to this card, so there's that. World Legacy Struggle. Destroy spells and traps on the field up to the number of co-link monsters on the field. Oh, target and then destroy them. Okay. It would have been nice if this was like a spell card, and even then, it's kind of iffy. The artwork is really cool. I have to say, like, it's really... I need to know more of this story. I need to know what the hell is going on, because that's a Mech Knight. The Check This Out character. This is the World Chalice Guard Dragon, I believe. I think this is Ibli. And I don't know who the hell this bitch is. But definitely I want to get more into the lore of behind all this, because this is some really killer artwork. This is really, really cool. But yeah, basically just background removal. Equals number of co-link monsters, so not too hype about that one. Let's see. Oh, we got Elemental Training next, the ultra rare for Elemental Sabers. This card, I remember when I was playing Elemental Sabers a while back, I don't think you need this card at 3. I think playing at 2 is fine, so I really didn't think it was that good. Let me reread it again. Your opponent cannot target Temple of the Elemental Lords you control with card effects. Okay, so it protects your field spell. Also can be destroyed by card effects, okay? Once per turn, you contribute one monster, special summon one element saber from your deck with a different original attribute. You can send this card. You can send this face-up card to the graveyard, discard your entire hand, then add Elemental Lord monsters to your graveyard. From your graveyard to your hand, equal to the number of cards you discarded. So it is a really, really good card. This is probably gonna be a 2 of still though. I don't think you need 3. Although it does have a pretty good effect. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, wait a second. If you have multiple of these, it doesn't say that it's a hard once per turn. So you can tribute several elemental sabers. You can tribute one, special summon another one, tribute it, special summon another one, and keep loading up your graveyard. So actually, never mind what I said earlier. This is actually a really, really cool card. I never thought about doing like multiples like that. And then you can add Elemental Lords from your graveyard to your hand if they were ever to. If you do play like the grass version, there could be plenty of Elemental Lords in your graveyard, but you have Elemental Sabers in your hand, so there's that. It's a cool card. Ultra rare. Okay, kinda. I guess I earned it. The Sanctified Dark Lord. What is this? Dark Lord support. All right. Send one Dark Lord monster from your hand or face up from your field to the graveyard. One effect monster on the field has effects negated until the end of the turn. Also gain life points equal to its attack. It's a hard once per turn. Nah, not feeling that one. Network Trap Hole. I've heard lots of really good things about this card. I've never really read it though. When your opponent special summons a monster from the deck or graveyard, banish that monster or monsters face down. Okay, I can definitely see like special summoning from the graveyard being an issue. Special summoning from the deck, that's not too much, I guess. Like I'm trying to find the application, I just can't find it. It's a cool card that they added into the trap hole area. So I guess if you want to play the trap tricks for Flesia, you would play this maybe at 1 or 2. But yeah, it's an alright card. I'm sure it has an application, but I'm just not trying. I'm like not figuring out what would be the best way. I'm assuming best case scenario would be like your opponent soul charges, and then you just like flip this on them and say fuck you and banish everything. So there's that. Besides that, not seeing it be too crazy. Okay, infinite impermanence. This card is nuts. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls. It has its effects negated until the end of the turn. Okay, it's like an effect veiler in trap form. Then, if this card is activated while it was set, negate the effects of all other spells and traps in this card's column this turn. Cool. So it can negate like spells and traps and even link monsters even. Oh no, no, link monsters. Just I mean, it can target. You can target a link monster, but that's not the included in that part of the effect. If you control no cards, you can activate this card from your hand. Okay, wait a second. Okay, so there's a lot of hype behind this card because it can negate effects, but this seems very much just an effect veiler. Like, I get effect veiler is very uptight, I guess, about its effect. You can only activate it during your opponent's main phase, but that's never really been too much of an issue. Maybe it comes up every once in a while. You want to activate it during your turn or during the battle phase, but okay, let me reread this card. Target one phase of monster your opponent controls. Okay, target that. Has its effects negated until the end of the turn. Okay, effect veiler. Then, if this card is activated while it was set, negate the effects of spell or trap cards in this card's column. If you control no cards, you can activate this card from your hand. Okay, so it does have a little bit more of a plus side that you can negate the spells and traps, but that's only if it was set when you activated it, which is most likely not the most optimal situation that you want to be activating this card in. You might want to just activate it from your hand to get that full advantage. But personally, I am not a fan of this card. This could change. Of course, this could change drastically if we get further on and I realize, oh, this card's busted. As of now, though, I'm not feeling this card too much. I'm probably the only guy in the world I'm not a big fan of this card right now. I'd much rather just play Effect Veiler. Besides, this is a secret rare Effect Veiler you can find in commons. Effect Veiler is 2 cents. This card coming out is probably going to be like around the 50-60 range. So, fuck that. Yeah. Next, we got Heartless Drop Off. Counter Trap. Oh, this is a salvage in that other card. I forget. When a card is in the graveyard and or face up on the field is added to your opponent's hand by a card effect, you can look at your opponent's hand, banish all cards from their hand with the same name as the added card. Okay, that's killer. The fact that it's a counter trap you can't chain to it, that is killer. Jesus Christ. When a card in the graveyard or face up on the field is added to, okay. 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 I thought it was like, it said like deck also. I was about to say like that's busted beyond belief. Okay, so it has to be from your graveyard or face up in the field. So cards that bounce back, you'll Senjus, banish all of them. You can get that Amano Iwado finally. You know, people complain about Amano Iwado. Amano Iwado is not the problem in True Draco. It really is not the problem. Masterpiece is the problem. Diagram can be used in multiple different decks for the True King version, for just the popping, for the metal foes. Masterpiece is the real issue behind True Draco. The fact that all their spells and traps, when they're sent to the graveyard, they pop is ridiculous. That is the problem with True Draco, in my opinion. I don't think Diagram, Cardomize, or Amano Iwado will get hit on the next ban list, and I don't think that they are problematic cards. The only deck that Cardomize is used in gets a full advantage is True Draco, which is fine. because it's only one deck can really play it in that is competitive. So card demise is not an issue. Diagram is not an issue. It's only played. It's played in multiple decks, but only one of them is competitive, and that's True Draco. How many decks is Masterpiece put in that is competitive? Well, it's really only played in True Draco. You're not gonna play a random Masterpiece tech card for no reason, you know. It bothers me when people say, "Oh, diagram's a problem." Like, I get card demise can be a bit of a problem, but it's not really used in top tier decks. It's used to speed up slower, lower tier decks, which I think is fine, is great. If you wanna play Cosmo Demise, go for it. You know, cool. Cosmo is not really a top deck anymore, and Cosmo Demise just kind of helps the deck out a little better. Although it's, you know, it can be argued that actually slows the deck down even more. So there's that. This card is definitely pretty cool. I'm definitely gonna look into this when I go to Sneak Peek this weekend. Anyone have for Sneak Peek? Woohoo! All right. Next one, we go to Mamemaki. This poor guy. What does this card remind me of? Gift Exchange. This is the guy from the Goblin for Gift Exchange, isn't it? Poor guy. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Discard card equal to that monster's level. If you do, draw cards equal to the number of cards you discarded. Then return the monster to the hand. What? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? So unless you have a hand that is like an 8-card hand, you're only gonna get rid of like small monsters with this. Like, it seems very okay in the early game, and as you get into the late game, when you get less and less resources, it seems really crap. Yeah, this guy's not really put in the too many good cards. It's always funny artwork though. Waking the Dragon. Okay, if this that's I don't know why that artwork made me stop and completely lose my train of thought. Alright. If this set card in its owner's control is into the graveyard or banished by your opponent's card effect, you can special summon one monster from your deck or extra deck. Nice. Yes. That is decent. I will give it that. That is a decent card. The first part sucks. The second part is like god tier great. Any monster from my extra deck, bro? Are you sure about that? You know how many ridiculous extra deck monsters there are? Or main deck monsters for that? Like, that's pretty nutty. The fact that your opponent has to destroy or send to the graveyard though, or banish it, that kind of sucks. But you could potentially play this in a deck that plays a lot of heavy back row, because your opponent will be more wary of that, and they'll think, oh, I should probably snipe out these two with my Twin Twister or my Cosmic Cyclone, and then bam, bitch, surprise. So actually it's a pretty cool card. I'd probably be like a spicy tech in like a Paleozoic, maybe even a True Draco deck, because with the True Dracos, the main side against them is a Cosmic Cyclone, so they're gonna think, oh, I got a Cosmic Cyclone the back row before they, you know, stop my shit. And they get hit with this. Surprise. Or a Paleo, you know. If Paleo ever becomes a big thing again, actually, this could probably help it out. You know, summon a free Totally Awesome from the extra deck. For free. This is a cool card, though. I definitely look forward to what this can possibly do. It's gonna be like a really niche spicy tech in a few decks. I'm excited for it. Super Team Buddy Force. Okay, no card type. This is the Ojama, whatever it's called, the Ojama card. Let's see, copy, paste. FLOD. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to go by this whatever this is. Target one face-up monster on the field, special summon. Go away. Target one face-up monster on the field, special summon one monster from your hand or graveyard with the same original type as that monster but a different original name. If this card's owner spell and trap zone is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can set one Super Team Buddy Force directly from your deck to your spell and trap card zone. Yeah, fantastic. Okay. So target one face-up monster in the field, special one monster from hand in the graveyard with the same type but different name. That's pretty cool. Actually, this can be used in many decks, and I liked how generic it is with it. You just have to be running a deck that runs a lot of the same type. Most decks function in that way. You know, Trickstars are all fairy type monsters. Pendulum Magician, I think they're mostly spellcasters. Am I right? Or warrior? I don't know what they are, but they're mostly the same thing. True Dracos are all worm. The Frog Paleo, they're all whatever the fuck they are. I think they're like aqua. I have no idea what they are, but they're all the same type. So yeah, this is a cool card. It sucks kind of that it's a trap. If it were a spell, it would be ridiculous. It's definitely deserving of a secret rare slot. Because it's a trap though, I'm not sure if that's, I think that's a bit too much of a nerf of the card. Still a really cool card though. Definitely looking forward to it. We got Revendred Executor. Okay. Awesome artwork. 3 stacks. Very nice. You can ritual summon this card with any Vendred ritual spell. This card's name becomes Revendred Slayer while on field. While this ritual summon card is on the field, your opponent cannot target cards you control with card effects except this card. If the ritual summoned is if this ritual summon card is destroyed by battle or is destroyed by opponent's card effect while its owner's monster zone, you can add a Vendred card from your deck to your hand. Well, isn't that just lovely? It does nothing on its own except protect from targeting. Ooh. See, this is why I don't understand why Vendred rituals are such high level, because there aren't any high level Vendred monsters, effect monsters instead of the ritual monsters. I think the most is like level, isn't the most like a level 3, maybe a 4. So you would need, I mean, taking into consideration that you're most likely not going to have a 2 of the level 4s, the ritual spell, and this thing in your hand at the same time, which is a bit absurd. You would need level 4, like a level 3 and a level 1 or 2. So it seems just very cloggy and inconsistent. I think I don't know, just from what I've seen in the support, it just seems like a very clunky, very slow, very bricky archetype. And what turned out, I remember when Vendreds were first coming out, I think it was like Code of the Duelist, and it was getting a lot of hype. It was saying, oh, this could be it could be really good, but nah, not so much anymore. I think Konami kind of screwed that one up. Vendred Anima, I don't even need to look at this card. It's a level 1. Like, banish any monster, destroy a battle with this card. It's not good. It's disappointing. It really is. I was really looking forward to the Vendreds. Revendred Evolution. No, ritual spell. Okay, let me read this one. I'll give it another shot. One sec. Blah blah blah. Ritual monster. Summon tribute monster from your hand or field, and or send one Vendred monster from your deck to the graveyard. Send one Vendred monster. You can't even like ritual summon all the way from the deck. That would be nice. I would appreciate that. Anyway, a Vendred monster from the deck to the graveyard, whose total level is equal to level blah blah blah. The ritual summon monster is destroyed during the end phase. Wow, that sucks. Why is it destroyed during the end phase? Damn it, man. Why are they putting such huge nerfs on this Vendred archetype? It has potential. It has hype. Damn it, Konami. Damn it. Oh man, poor Vendred, man. Oh, there's more. A continuous spell. Once per turn, you contribute one Vendred monster from your hand and/or field, and then target one face-up monster you control, which increases level by the level of the monster attributed until the end of this turn. When you're attacking Vendred ritual monsters or opponent's monster by battle, you can have that monster gain 1,000 attack. After it destroys it, of course. Why would it gain before the battle? Why would it do the more sensible thing and gain before the battle? Jesus Christ. And it's a hard once per turn. Okay. I think this, damn, man. Okay, last card of Vendred. If your opponent controls more cards than you do, choose one ritual summon Vendred monster you control and destroy all cards on the field except the chosen monster. It cannot attack directly while it remains face up on the field. You can only activate one Vendred Daybreak per turn. Okay, this is a very fair card. Of course, if you're going to just blow up your all cards on the field except that one card, it makes it very fair that it can't attack itself. It's actually a really, really good card in my opinion for the archetype. So if you're playing Vendreds and you're looking for new support in here, I would only pick this card at new support. It's like for the new trick stars, the only card I'm going to be playing at the new trick stars is most likely just going to be the Trickstar Boutique. All the other ones are good if we have Magic Corolla and if we have Carabine and if we have Foxy Witch. If those cards aren't out, then Mandrake and Light Arena are just not good cards because there's nothing you can go into that you want to go into that is better than the deck is right now. And that's the problem I'm seeing with this card. With the support that's coming out in here. I mean, there's like one really good card or like at least decent card for the archetype, and the rest is garbage. And that's really disappointing, man. Except for the FAs. FAs, they're definitely killing it, man. It's such a, like a huge twist of events. FA Dark Dragster, by having level 7. Must be special summoned from your hand by having a level 7 or higher FA monster on the field. Not hard to do at all. But no FA Dragster, so you only control one of these, I'm assuming. I mean, that makes sense. In your monster zone. Gains attack times 300 on your level. La la la. Once per turn, you can target one card on the field. Reduce this card's level by 3 if you destroy that card. Okay. Okay, fair enough. It doesn't need to be level 7 to do that. It can just do that on summoning. And guess what? It comes out as a level 7. That's very nice. Dawn Dragster. This is a really, really, really cool synchro. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a spell trap, you can reduce this card's level by 2 if you do, negate the activation and destroy that card. They have their own Xian, which is really, I mean, I like it a lot. You know, good for FAs. I would play this deck, but it's slightly too combo heavy for me. I'm not the greatest with combo heavy decks. But if you're running FAs, definitely get hyped for this card. Hell, I'm hyped and I don't even play the deck. FA Winners. This one's a very okay card. If you control an FA monster with this card cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. When your FA monsters whose level is a level 5 or higher than its original level battles an opponent's monster and inflict battle damage to them, banish one card from your hand, field, or graveyard. You can only activate this effective FA Winners once per turn if 3 of your FA fields posted different names are currently banished, and we're all banished by the effect of FA Winners, you win the duel. Okay, I mean, hell, if you win by this, congratulations. Like it has to like stay on the field, and you need to be attacking with an FA monster that's at least level 5 or higher and it's your original level. Like getting it to level 7 from level 4 is not that hard, but getting it to like a level 9, it's a little much, and keeping it there and having it like done 3 times is a bit much. But I mean, it's actually not impossible. It doesn't seem impossible, and I think this is a really, really cool support. There's no other way to put it. I mean, I'm really happy for FAs, man. Dread Heat. Okay, when your opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can special summon one FA monster from your deck. You're going to use this effect of FA Dead Heat. Okay, so it saves you, basically. Once per turn, if your FA monster battles an opponent's monster, before damage calculation, you can have both players roll a 6-sided die. If your result is higher, increase the level of your battling monster by 4 until the end of the turn. If your result is lower, destroy the battling monster. If it's a tie, both players roll again. I mean, it's alright support. I mean, it's not the greatest, but I think we just pretty much, like, FAs are the winners of this whole set, in my opinion. That, and then there's the Elemental Lords and the Troy Mares. Oh, there is that whole thing with Troy Mare Goblin. That sucks. Then we got Crystal Master, Crystal Beast Keeper. That Masterpiece, not Masterpiece, Crystal Beast support. So we finally got the Pendulum Monsters. You know, good for you guys. Shaddoll Construct, that's really cool. More Shaddoll support. Maybe we see El Shaddoll Construct come off the ban list. And Zector support. Finally getting the Madolche. Jesus, I've wanted this card. I wanted this card so badly when it first came out. I'm not gonna build the Madolche deck in real life, but I've been go and check out my Madolche deck profile from a while back. It's really good stuff. I really like the Madolche Link Monster a lot. Oh, I haven't seen the Rainbow Refraction or the bottom one yet. If a monster whose original name is Rainbow Dragon or Rainbow Dark Dragon activates effect this turn while you controlled it, special summon any number of Crystal Beast monsters with different names from your deck. Now, that is ridiculous. That is crazy. What's it? Though summoning Rainbow Dragon, I think, is kind of tough. I think you need like 7 different with different names, 7 Crystal Beasts with different names in the graveyard or field. So that's a bit insane. Mostly because a few of the Crystal Beasts really suck. But if you do get this to go off as a kind of cool card, I don't think you would run it. But if you're running like a Rainbow Dragon Turbo, then, you know, more power to you. Crystal Conclave for our final card. And damn, they couldn't even get my boy Pegasus' face in the freaking picture. Once per turn, if face a Crystal Beast monster you control destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon one Crystal Beast monster from your deck. Nice. I can appreciate that. Like, they're slow enough as it is, but this actually speeds them up a little bit. I appreciate it. Kind of wish it was like a field spell though, just it doesn't take up space in my spell and trap card zone. What can you do? You can send this face-up card from your field to the graveyard, then target one Crystal Beast card you control and one other card you control return to the hand. You can activate these effects in the same chain. I like it. You know what? I like it. It does take up a spot in your spell and trap card zone, which is like sacred for a Crystal Beast. But it's a good card. I mean, you can't argue with, if it's destroyed, you can special summon another one for free. It just fuels up your spell and trap card zone even more, and then you go into other Crystal Beacon or Crystal Promise or whatever the cards are. So it's cool support. I mean, I like it. Maybe Crystal Beast will actually be like a good deck. I know there's like someone at my locals playing Crystal Beast, so I probably talk to her about it, see how she feels about the support. But yeah. So that's gonna be it, guys. I think that covers all of the cards coming out in the in the Flames of Destruction. So hope you guys enjoyed. This has been a very long video. I think I actually have to split this up into 2 separate parts. Yeah, I've been going on way too long. Definitely have to split this up into 2 separate parts. There's definitely some really cool cards coming out in here that a lot of people may not know about, so I'm glad I was able to talk about these. And yeah, so if you enjoyed, please leave a like, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.